They can't cancel you in international waters.
Party rockin', as some would say.
I made a horrible nightmare.
But a fascinating question nonetheless.
You guys want to watch Limitless sometime?
You guys want to do this?
I have an answer, and it's so good and dumb.
Time to get math blasted.
Zoom is not a gentle lover, and you know that.
I also was trying to think of a boat horn joke.
What if Zoom just wants to give you soft kisses?
My note of Weezer song name puns.
I'm good for the slop.
I popped in at such a weird time.
I feel like we've done that already.
The time wasn't is, it was when.
Let's do this. All right, here we go.
Hello and welcome to Debate This, the show where no one is right, but someone is definitely wrong. In this show, we take time out of our busy adult lives to talk about comic books, video games, and how Pokemon Pokopia seems so whimsical that we've all just kind of collectively decided to look past the uncanny valley that is the main character's soulless ditto eyes.
It's very good.
It's pretty good.
How is your Switch 2 treating you, Andrew?
I like it so far. I mean, I'm only like 2 days in, so I'm still in the like honeymoon period.
Okay.
I thought the setup process was really simple, really easy. In like a matter of, 90 minutes, I had everything from my Switch 2 on, or my Switch on my Switch 2.
Oh, that's cool.
Which, like,
It's pretty impressive.
that was cool. That was an unexpected bonus. I haven't cracked into Donkey Kong yet, but Pokopia is fun. I do just like walking around vomiting water on dead grass.
I saw a clip of Pokopia where, because like for those who don't know, you play a ditto that emulates your old trainer, which seems weird.
Yeah, excuse me, sorry. Yeah, the whole bit is you're like presumably in the far distant future, like after any Pokemon game where like humanity is extinct and
good.
like all of the Pokemon have gone away and you just wake up as a Ditto in this like wasteland.
What?
And so it's like, man, this is canon. And you meet a Tangrowth who
It's like a professor.
he was a Tangela and he was owned by a professor, you learn in the lore. And assumingly the professor died and he like took his glasses and evolved into a Tangrowth and now is just like acting like its old trainer. There is a darkly unsettling lore, much like playing Breath of the Wild, where like the end of the world has happened and you're living in the apocalypse, but everyone's just kind of moved on.
I low-key love how many Nintendo games that is now.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
How many games are like... And I think it's probably mostly just so no one asks any continuity questions. It's like...
It's convenient.
When did this happen? So far in the future that fuck you. And
Exactly.
They made the Hyrule timeline and then they said, fuck this. We're not doing this. Anyway, the point being, so you play as a Ditto who miraculously shows up one day and takes the human form and looks like its old trainer. And the Tangrowth comments on that. It's like, I bet you miss your trainer, don't you? And the only answer you could say is yes. And then you encounter a Squirtle as your first kind of like, he is out of nowhere. And like the thing is like, oh, you're the reason why the Pokemon keep showing up. And this Squirtle is like on death's door. And you emulate the Squirtle and you learn Water Gun through Ditto's like transform abilities. So that's how you get the different, like, think if you're Stardew Valley, this is how you get the different tools for like farming and building and growing. They're all Pokemon moves that you learn from Pokemon. But the first move you get is Water Gun from Squirtle. And in your like actual human form, you just walk around barfing water.
Vomiting water.
Yeah. That's how you bring life back to the land. You just on grass and trees to make them grow.
It's pretty good.
It's great. It's such a good game.
incredible.
11 out of 10.
The clip that I saw yesterday was you do a favor for a Hitmonchan, and it goes, I want to give you a gift, and then it just punches you in the face because it teaches you how to punch blocks.
Yeah. Also, every Pokemon speaks in English, and they all talk like they're like a 90s Brooklyn street urchin.
I did see that. What?
Yeah, they're all like, yo, dude, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up, my guy? Like, it's very hello, fellow kids. It rules.
It is, and I described it in the Discord as Pokemon meets Animal Crossing with some Viva Pinata. It's kind of what it seems like. Like you're building habitats, bringing the Pokemon. Anyway, hey, we're not actually talking about Pokemon today. I just wanted to talk about Pokopia because it seems fun and whimsical, and the main character has soulless Ditto eyes. And I feel like we need to talk about that, but we've talked about it. We're good. We're moving on. So, for those of us in the Midwest we got our first taste of weather over 70 degrees this past weekend, and then that was immediately followed by a return to 40-degree weather. This tease of a taste of summer will, of course, be followed by another 70-degree day, which is like today, and then an extended.
And we're getting snow next week, so don't worry.
Yeah, literally.
We're gonna have snow.
Todd's enjoying the sleeveless shirt while he can.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have snow. We'll have extended wet season, and then ultimately, hopefully, inevitably, summer. So, like everyone else who got outside to touch grass this weekend, the sun on my skin and the fresh spring air temporarily cured my seasonal depression. And you know what, guys? It convinced me that I think I need a vacation. That's what I need.
That's what did it?
We all need a vacation. The kids need a new wishbone, and we all need a vacation.
My God, those are two pillars I would run for public office on. That is just it right there.
That's it.
I would support that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to get some much needed time away on my calendar, I've ventured over to the travel agency offices here at the DT HQ and set up an appointment with our top 3 travel agents on payroll, which is in this prompt going to make a lot of sense because I'm meeting with all 3 of them at once. Anyway, joining me today to answer the question of what video game location should I choose for my family summer vacation are Matt, the library Cole, Kyle, the water temple Harper, and Andrew Dam Level Henderson.
All things you yell when you're frustrated at a game.
Things that Todd thinks we hate.
Actually, that
I'm guessing these are something the most disliked levels in a video game, right?
Yeah, like personally, I mean, well, so we'll work backwards. Dam Level, famous from the TMNT NES game.
I was thinking GoldenEye,
also good.
which isn't like it's just like a whatever level, but that makes much more sense.
Dam Level in the NES TMNT game is absolutely heinous. The Water Temple for Kyle, obviously Water Temple, probably not where I'd want to go on vacation. And then the library is mostly funny. It's not actually that bad of a level, but it's where you meet the Flood in Halo.
It's a bad time.
And I thought it was funny to make it Matt's middle
And
name.
Matt hates the library.
Matt does not hate the library. We have established that.
Oh, Matt loves the Flood, huh? That's bold of you in this.
I don't remember enough about Halo lore to know what that means.
It's a bad.
They're the zombies.
It's bad. They're Tyranids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're Tyranids. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, my 3 travel agents. Let's hear it. Where do you think I should go? That location that you're going to pitch, what game or series is it from? And, what are the famous sights and sounds we're going to see there? We'll go ahead and start with Matt.
Yeah, Todd, when you go on a vacation, you don't want to have to plan a bunch of things and find a bunch of stuff to do. You go on vacation to relax. You go on vacation to kick back, put your feet up, be served and have people do things for you and spend an exorbitant amount of money while not really processing how quickly it's leaving your wallet. That's why, as your trusted travel agent, Todd, I am today suggesting that this summer we go on our first ever cruise together. That's right.
No, we're not being cruise people. I refuse. None of us are being cruise people.
We're going to be a cruise people, and we're going to be a cruise people on Daisy Cruiser from Mario Kart Double Dash.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean,
like the Carnival Cruise Lines of Mario Kart.
Exactly like the Carnival Cruise Lines of Mario Kart. I know that we have established that Mario Kart Double Dash is somehow like the least selling Mario Kart of all time, but that's okay. The Daisy Cruiser course comes back in Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart Tour, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So this is a well-loved and very popular cruise liner. Now, I have to tell you, this is one of the biggest cruise liners known to humanity. You can go 8 carts across on the main deck of this cruise, which is insane. This is an unfathomably large vessel that we are going to take out to sea, and you are going to see all of the sights and sounds that you see on a cruise, including, but not limited to, 8 people kart racing around the whole boat sometimes. And also our lovely dining room where the tables are not strapped down, the giant hole in the floor that can take you down to the lower levels if you would like to get shot out of a cannon, and the lovely pool
and the cannon
on the main deck.
That's fun.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's not really a cannon. It's more of like I don't know what those exhaust fan things are called. It's the shortcut from the level.
I mean, it launches a cart. Seems safe.
It does. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So that's it.
Giant cruise liners historically do well and don't have any problems.
Yeah, Kyle, name 3.
There's probably no plumbing issues on Daisy Cruiser.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Nothing has ever gone wrong on a cruise before, and everyone who has ever gone on a cruise has loved every single minute of it. And because we have never been on a cruise before, the only way for us to experience it and truly know how we feel about it is to try. Daisy Cruiser, summer 2026.
The idea, if Matt came to me tomorrow and was like, hey, do you want to get real weird into cruises? I would need a minute to process and be like, is this a bit or not? Because much like I am right now, I genuinely can't tell.
If we're going to answer that question, I wouldn't say no immediately.
I would say no immediately, I think.
No, you wouldn't.
I hate fun.
I think I would have to. It would have to be the Magic Cruise first. It would have to be the Magic Cruise,
like capital M Magic, or would it have to be like the
M.
magical cruise? Okay,
capital M Magic the Gathering Cruise is a thing.
Do they have that? That feels worse. Yeah. That feels. I'd rather be on a Carnival cruise.
Actually, that one gives me more pause than anything. I don't know if I want that.
Yeah, they don't have enough toilets for that.
Have any of you guys ever been on a cruise before?
Negative.
Yeah.
Negative. See,
that's
have.
why Andrew, did you say yes?
That's why I don't want to.
I was gonna say, once you've been on a cruise, you're either like cruises are the best thing,
or you're like, good forever.
Please never ever put me on a cruise ever again.
If I always explain it, I did a Carnival cruise and it was like it's like being trapped in Walmart but in the ocean.
I did a princess cruise, which is like being trapped in a Target but on the ocean.
Sure, yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, this cruise doesn't sound bad. Cannons, carts, a little mini pool. All those things sound pretty great. Kyle, what are you pitching?
Yeah, Todd. So based on the fact that it is 70 degrees in Ohio today, March 9th, sources tell me it's going to be a hot summer. And so we're planning a cooler place for your family to vacation, because by the time you get there, it'll be super hot here. You'll want to get away from it. So I'm pitching to you, Todd, an invigorating hike up Celeste Mountain. It'll help fix your anxiety and depression as well.
Ooh, if there's one thing that I know after watching some playthrough of Celeste, definitely will cure my anxiety.
Yeah.
That game will not make me feel anxious.
Famously, yeah.
Not at all. Celeste Mountain has great resorts. It has good hiking, good trails, and so some of the most beautiful views and a chance to just really get in touch with your inner self and do some self inspection. Self-reflection. That's the word.
There it
is.
That's a different thing.
Self-inspection is checking for lumps.
You know what?
It should be done regularly, mind
you. Should be done
you can
regularly.
do that too, Todd.
Yeah, you can do both. Why not? Porque no los dos.
Porque no los dos.
If you do too much of that while hiking, you get arrested. So you got to be careful.
You can do behind a tree. It's fine.
It depends if you're in a national park or not.
Yeah.
Celeste Mountain, not in a national park, so
unclear.
Is it? It's based on a real
mountain. There is somebody who lives on the mountain, so I would argue that it is not.
It is in within the boundaries of Strathcona Provincial Park, the real mountain that it's based on.
Oh,
fun.
Neat.
That's
it's in Vancouver.
Huh.
That game is deceptively Canadian.
Say more.
That's all I have.
Fair. We'll leave it there. Some fun hiking, some fresh air, some climbing mountains. I'm very into that. Andrew, what about you? What do you got?
Yeah, so I don't know if all of you know this, but the idea of quality of life can actually be expressed as a numeric value that can be measured and compared across cities and countries. And if you haven't heard this before, there's a thing called the Quality of Life Index that looks at all of these different factors: cost of living, pollution, walkability versus commute time, safety, climate. And it compiles all of those things into a singular value to determine the happiness of an area's population. So when you see those US News and World Report articles that are like the top happiest cities in the US, that's usually the kind of data that's based on.
Good start to my vacation pit, to a vacation.
Thanks, Kyle.
On here's a bunch of raw data on happiness.
Thanks, Kyle. I'm going to continue now. So when you look at those articles, right, time and time again, what are always the things that you see at the top of the list? It's not New York, LA, Chicago. No, it's these small, urban, tight-knit communities like Cary, North Carolina, Carmel, Indiana, Rochester Hills, Michigan. That's right, Rochester Hills. Shout out. What's up? Americans crave small, charming cities. Much like we all need a wishbone, this is one of the iron truths of our country. Kyle, why do our wives watch Gilmore Girls autumn after autumn, 20 plus years after the original show ended? Because we want to be in Stars Hollow.
We want to be in Stars Hollow and eat all the French fries we can and not gain any weight.
It's a fantasy. The idea that you can have a town where you can walk anywhere, where every business is independently owned by some quirky townie, everyone knows everyone else, but also respects your privacy unless your last name is Gilmore. And thinking through this was really my inspiration for finding the perfect video game destination for you and your family to vacation to. Because again, if you're going to go to a fantasy, go to the American fantasy. A charming small town littered with quirky characters who are also successful independent business owners. And everyone helps each other by fulfilling their own role in some low-key, never actually defined socialist utopia. So,
what are we even doing here? Where
this is a long lead up.
Video game yet?
I think he's sending you to Disney.
I'm in slide 8. I'm
going to Disneyland.
Todd, pack your bags. Let me introduce you to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask's Clock Town, a charming town full of quirky characters, independent shops and cafes, in a location that's literally walking distance from the beach, and also from a snowy mountain village, and also a deep canyon perfect for hiking, and also from a forest campground. You and your family are absolutely going to have a great time and will definitely come back after a complete week of visiting the greater Termina area. Just don't look up. Ever.
What?
Two questions.
Sure.
One, we'll just start with this. What if I want to look up?
Just don't. You don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Nothing to see.
I played a lot of Majora's Mask. I'm intimately familiar with Clocktown. Cute, quaint. Small complaint. You said we're going to spend a week there.
Yeah. You'll definitely come back after 5 days.
After 5 days, really?
Oh.
5 full days. 24-hour days.
Yeah, you'll definitely come back after.
Not like a whole holiday week, though.
Oh, or 7 days, whatever.
Like Sunday to Sunday, you know?
You'll definitely come back alive and be better for it.
I'm excited to ask more about what happens after the 72nd hour in Clocktown. So we'll come back to that.
Nothing?
Fair.
Nothing.
So
it's fine.
One of the best things about a week-long vacation is that you truly get to feel like you're just immersed in the culture of the place you're visiting. So what is the vibe of this location? Is there anything special about the culinary, like the food or the drinks there? And are there any notable characters we'll interact with while we're there?
Todd, the vibe on this boat is great. Like, I mean, literally perfect. It's 9 a.m. You're on your 4th drink. You forgot your sunscreen. You're already sunburnt. There are kids screaming. Someone threw up beside you. And someone just brought you another drink. Like, what more could you ask for?
I'm so stressed.
This is the true cruise
You left out the 8 carts racing around.
Yeah.
No. I was stressed, and then I had my 4th drink.
Look both ways
point.
before you cross the dining hall, because they race through there too. There are plenty of fun personalities that you are going to meet on the boat. Of course, we have the namesake of the Daisy Cruiser, Daisy. We also have Mario and Luigi and their kid versions, Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. So we've really got something for the whole family. Live animals with Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. And of course, the Piantas from Delfino Island are also there. They're just like on the boat. So those are the people that you're going to be cruising with. And again, the vibes of this location are what you get on a cruise ship, which is like good as long as you are down with somebody else being in your personal bubble 96% of the time. And that's part of the experience, right? Because if you want to get to know the people on the boat, your fellow cruisers, you need to be within an arm's distance of somebody at all times. And as long as one of you is like kind of sweaty, everything will work out fine. That's just the way cruises are, Todd. And that's why we put a 5-star dining hall restaurant on the first floor. And part of the exciting thing about that dining hall restaurant is that nothing is strapped down. So you're just going to slide back and forth as the boat
I do want to
rocks.
talk more about this. I'm glad you're bringing it up.
It's part of the experience. It's a feature,
it.
not a bug. And you are going to eat the best 5-star food that we can microwave in a galley kitchen.
Yeah.
Delivered straight to your plate, lukewarm, from somebody who is requiring you to wear shoes that have toes and a shirt that has buttons. That's what cruises are. It's important that we keep things elevated and high class. This is a cruise after all.
He's out of line, but it checks out.
You can't have the dogs out at dinner.
That's the cardinal rule.
Can't ignore that the person bringing your food may or may not have a warrant out for their arrest in some...
Well, the boat's in international waters,
Exactly.
Kyle.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And luckily, we are just a jaunt away from Peach Beach. If you ever want to go ashore, you can take a 1-day excursion. Just make sure you're back on the boat by 6 p.m. or we will leave you here and you will be responsible for finding your own way home. That's just how cruises are. Vibes are great.
What I love most about what you said, first off, dinner seems like a real experience that you have to do at least once.
Yeah, dinner and a show.
But you talked about everyone is sweaty and that the Piantas from Super Mario Sunshine are there.
Uh-huh.
And
that's how they sound.
They are famously known for their long arms.
Yes.
And so there's just going to be a lot of sweaty, large bodies. And we're just going to be, much like the tables in the dining room, slip sliding around is what it sounds like.
Pianas like absolutely all have BO problems, right? Like obviously, like we all agree with that.
I mean, they got breezy clothing on.
As somebody who has owned a sweaty large body for 32 years, I can tell you that they probably do.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
just love how you opened and closed that with the vibes are great, and then proceeded to lay out
Explain
the
how they
most
aren't.
rancid vibes I've ever
It was
heard.
quite the sandwich. The bread was solid, and
Yeah.
the ingredients. Little
If
something
there were
there.
ever any questions about in Act 2 how Matt feels about cruises, thank you for clearing them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have ever been pitched to go on a cruise, but this is pretty much exactly it. Somebody says the vibes are great, and then they, in excruciating detail, tell you how the vibes will be so far from great. And then they will again say the vibes will be great. That's $1,500. Thanks.
Perfect.
Usually there's a like free ice cream thrown out in there once
Yeah.
or twice.
Well, there's a talent show the third night.
Yep.
There's an Elvis impersonator on the second and fourth and sixth night.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Well, and you got to go see the comedian on the aft deck because he'll say anything.
The face that Matt made when he said that.
They
I'm
can't
thinking about the
cancel
kind
you
of
in
comedian that
international
gets
waters.
brought into a cruise ship. Oh,
They can't cancel you in international waters is one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
incredible.
Oh, man.
That's so
Kyle.
good. All right. Vibes, as Matt said and reiterated, vibes are going to be good there, and that's what we're here for. Kyle, what do you got? What can I look forward to here in Celeste Mountain?
Yeah, Todd. So you will start your vacation in Celeste Mountain in Forsaken City, at the base of the mountain,
Oh no.
where you'll meet other people who just want to climb some or all of Celeste Mountain. Like Theo the photographer is one. You'll plenty of photographers and artsy types like to go to Celeste Mountain because of its inspiring scenery and views, and again, just that self-reflection that you can achieve on the mountain. There in Forsaken City, you can also visit the Celeste Mountain Memorial, a vigil to those who perished trying to reach the summit. Before you start your climb, you can see this beautiful memorial to everyone who's ever tried to climb the mountain and didn't make it.
As a reminder of your own mortality.
That's fun. We don't have that.
Neither do we.
Then, Todd, you'll definitely want to make a stop and plan to stay a few nights at the 5-star Celestial Resort, run by a friendly ghost named Oshiro,
Oh, cute.
Please excuse the dust. It's undergoing a bit of remodeling right now, but we promise the service is top-notch. The quality is great. You will love it there. Mirror Temple is a favorite tourist spot where you'll find
my favorite Legend of Zelda level.
Yeah, you'll find the magic of Celeste Mountain at its most concentrated. This is a really great spot to have some of that deep introspective looks at yourself, some real revelations while you reflect on your life. And if you survive that, then it's just a hop, skip, and a jump to the summit for some of the best views you will ever get in your life.
A hop, skip, and jump, huh?
A hop, skip, and a jump.
I feel like,
or a few.
Much like Matt, the vibes are good his way through a bunch of things. I feel like a couple things stuck out that may not be exactly wonderful.
Well, it's you're climbing a mountain, Todd. It's not going to be all sunshine and sunburn.
Todd, have you ever watched a video about Angel's Landing? It's dangerous.
Dude, it fucking is dangerous. I've been there.
It's terrifying.
If you want to climb a mountain, you'll have to put in some work. That is true. I will not deny that. Now, Todd, I want to talk. You asked about food, and I want to tell you about one of Celeste Mountain's most talked about features is the wild strawberries that grow there. Ooh. The mountain is covered in wild strawberries that you will want it to go out of your way to get. Because they're just so delicious and so cool, and they grow right there on the mountain. Some of them even grow wings and fly around, which is crazy and great to see. The strawberries on Mount Celeste, you have to, again, you'll want to go out of your way to get them. They're totally worth it.
We don't know why you will, but you will.
Yeah. Are we talking like, you need to like take a couple steps off the path or kind of reach up into a tree? Is that what we mean like by grabbing these strawberries? Like just a little like kind of a little out of the way, but worth it?
You'll have to you'll have to take some different routes up, go off trail a bit, take some different routes up the mountain to reach them. But it's totally worth it. The new parts of the mountain you will see. Getting to these strawberries totally make it worth it.
Having seen enough Celeste to know what we're talking about, you really yada-yada'd your way through. Well, you're going to need a double jump dash, kick off the wall, kick off another wall.
Yeah. Hop, skip, and a jump, Todd.
That will reset
He did say that.
That will reset your double jump dash, and then you can get back to safety.
Yeah. Don't you want to learn how to double jump dash?
Honestly, Kyle, I want to do that more than
I want Wishbone.
We need 3 things. We need Wishbone, a good vacation, and the ability to double jump.
It would solve a lot of problems.
Yeah.
It would fix us.
All right, Andrew.
So, Todd, don't worry. I've already got you and your whole family booked at Clocktown's premier bed and breakfast, the Stockpot Inn, which is run by, and to keep the Stars Hollow theme, Clocktown's resident Lorelei Gilmore, Anju, who is quite honestly, the local girl about town. Now, if Anju looks distracted, don't worry. It's only because she's preoccupied with being the star of her own B-plot rom-com. Let her be. She's fine. We don't need to deal with all of that now. Now, along with Anju, there's also her senile 150-plus-year-old grandmother who just lives on the first floor and will absolutely be willing to regale you with one of 2 stories literally at any time of the day because she doesn't sleep or otherwise move at all. That's fun.
I want to hear more about these stories. I'm sure they're gripping.
There are
tales.
2.
Well, there's 2.
Oh boy,
there's 2 of them.
I've been given no new information.
They're so enthralling, it'll feel as though you've fast forwarded through time.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now, outside of the Stockpot Inn, don't worry. There's tons to do in town. So there are a ton of boutique shops like the Bomb Shop, the Trading Post, and the very on the up and up Curiosity Shop that's only open at 10 p.m. But that's not just shopping. Also, if there's a rainy day, for example, East Clocktown offers a bow shooting range, which is very fun for the kids, an escape room sort of 3D maze, like block maze, and a game where you can throw dangerous explosives into wicker baskets while 2 perverts watch. Fun for the whole family.
I feel like
Honey and Darling are perverts canonically. They absolutely are part. You
absolutely have described every one of the like off the highway, like world's largest chair towns that exist.
Yeah. You can stop and get boiled peanuts at that rest station, but the perverts will be watching you.
The perverts will always be watching. And that's a feature, not a bug.
That's how it is. They're honest, God-fearing, hardworking people.
Yeah, Honey and Darling are not the worst term that has to offer. Now, as for nightlife, there's the famed Milk Bar that opens up at 10 p.m. each night. And that Milk Bar, it sounds kind of whatever, but it's the exclusive distributor.
Where all the pervs go.
Not all the pervs. Honey and Darling aren't allowed in the Milk Bar, so you're good. The Milk Bar is actually the exclusive distributor of Chateau Romani, which is a signature drink for adults that I don't know what's in it besides milk, but it's probably pretty good.
I want to just, outside of the bit, I never want to go to a place that opens up at 10 p.m. that serves adult milk. That
it's rough.
Sounds like a quick way to get your kidney stolen or end up on some list.
Yeah.
He didn't tell you what kind of milk it was.
No.
You'll have to figure that
you can't afford it.
The most prolific denizen of the Milk Bar is the one ranch hand who looks like Luigi or looks like Waluigi.
Yep.
And he's dressed up. It's the Gorman Circus Man.
Yeah.
And he is the actual Termina pervert.
No, that's canon. If anyone's been watching the Trial by Fieri right now,
it's pretty good.
You get a whole rundown of him.
Now, of course, Clocktown offers plenty of government services as well, including a post office, 24-hour security, contract construction services.
You know how you daytime to go to the post office on your vacation.
Yeah, well, it's a place for tourists and for citizens. That's important. You want to be in a place where people live. Right? Like you don't want to be in these one of these fly by night areas that's, for seasonal traffic only. You want to be in a place where people are.
You want to be where the people are?
You want to be where the people are. Also, there's a state appointed Great Fairy Fountain because I assume that's how that works. Now, Todd, the best of all, I've hired a personal tour guide for you and your family.
You're not going to do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to come to accompany you your entire stay in Termina. Look over this way. You'll see a short, chubby, middle-aged man wearing a skin-tight green suit and spinning around chanting, "Tingle, tingle, Kulu Limpa!" Heads up, those are the words that Tingle created. Please do not steal them. Thank you.
Those are his words.
Hey, we have one of those on our boat, too. Like a guy in a skin-tight green suit that just says things. We got one of those.
Sick. It's probably the same one.
Celeste Mountain does not have a weird little freak that wears a skin-tight green suit.
Well, you might start investing, start hiring now.
Miss it out.
You don't have to. You don't need a light item in the budget for that. Man, I thought we were marked safe from Tingle, and I should have known better. That's on me.
How dare you? That is on you.
That's on me. Well, you've all painted pictures for me that, let me be clear, vibes are good at all of these, very clearly.
Inarguably good.
No
bad
vibes here. So you talked about a lot of the stuff that is there, the sights, the smells, the tastes, whatever. What are we going to do for fun? What excursions or activities are there to do? Are there any neat couples adventures? And most importantly, how am I going to keep the kids entertained? How am I going to keep the kids entertained?
Am I right?
Todd, I got great news for you. This is a cruise ship. Cruise ships have all of those things and more. And as long as you're cool doing them on the open ocean while the boat is rocking, there's plenty of fun to be had. Now, I have to admit to you guys, outside of the bit, I searched all day and I couldn't find anything about the dimensions of the Daisy Cruiser to know how big of a boat it is.
It's 8 carts wide.
Now, knowing that it's at least 8 carts wide plus some extra tells me that it's a gigantic, unfathomably large boat. So I figured that I would compare the Daisy Cruiser, which probably has all the same amenities, to the largest cruise ship currently sailing, which is the Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas. I'm going to drop a picture in the notes. There's a size comparison for the Icon of the Seas and a normal cruise ship.
Jesus.
This boat is a crime against God and man.
No.
It laughs in the face of the Titanic. And
no,
I bet
we have learned nothing, and the hubris will be our demise.
This is a testament. This is the Tower of Babel.
Yeah.
I feel like a physicist looked at this and said, "You can't," and the capitalist said, "Get him out of here."
Yeah.
what's crazy to me is
More
that it literally
slides.
looks like two smaller boats balanced on a third bigger boat.
Mhm.
It's super. Those slides are weight bearing. I do believe that those slides are holding the two sides together.
They have to be.
It looks like it transforms into a humanoid shape. Like it looks.
yeah.
It's Omicron.
Matt,
Or wait, Omega. What's the mega? Fuck. What's the big Ultron? It's Ultron. Omicron's a Greek letter.
Ultron?
I'm tired. Move on.
No, Matt. Question: do you have the dimensions of the icon on the sea, whatever it is?
Do I have the dimensions of the icon of the
I need
sea?
to know
Come on,
how hard we've flown towards the sun, like Icarus on our wax wings.
I'm going to give you numbers that aren't going to sound huge and then I'll quantify.
Cool.
So it measures 1,196 feet long, which is 365 meters. So 3 football fields long.
Yeah.
It weighs 250,800 gross tons, features 20 total decks, accommodates up to 7,600 passengers and 2,350 crew. It's gigantic. It's so...
That's the size of an aircraft carrier. That's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I assume the Daisy Cruiser has all the same things as the Royal Caribbean Icon of the Seas. So we got a water park. We got a weird zip line balance beam thing that you can walk on the outside of the boat to go from one side to the other if you're wearing a harness. We got a surf emulator thing. We got a mini golf course. Trust me, if you've never done mini golf on the open ocean when the ball never stops rolling, it's pretty terrible. We also have a rock climbing wall and a splash pad and sport courts. We got an arcade. We got the Royal Escape Room, and my personal favorite, I have a link to back this up. There is an ice skating rink in this boat. That's right. You can go to the Caribbean on a boat and ice skate while you're doing it. That's crazy. And I bet you can probably do that on the Daisy Cruiser too. Last but not least, we do have a teen club for the kids. Every cruise ship that isn't one of the Viking ones that only allow adults have teen clubs. So if your kid's under 18, you can just drop them off in this room and see them at the end of the week.
You know what's really infuriating is this exists and we all each day have to feel bad for taking a plastic bag at the grocery store.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
this exists.
Yeah, this has big energy of, oh, don't give me the plastic silverware with my DoorDash order. I don't want it to end up in the landfill because of me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. Yep. Not sponsored by Royal Caribbean.
This
Oof.
This is an affront. I'm mad that this exists. Like, this is not mad at the Daisy Cruise Liner, to be clear.
Well, the Daisy Cruise Liner has no problems and is eco-friendly.
Yeah, it's eco-friendly.
It runs on star power.
It runs on dreams and friendship.
It's
we
LEED
just been putting
certified.
mushrooms in it for years.
Yeah.
I did have a question, Matt. I'm curious. Is the Daisy Cruise Line, so obviously it's named after Daisy. Now, we'll never know if Daisy is the business owner or like the figurehead, right?
Sure.
But like, is it like a Disney Cruise Line thing where like there are characters that you can like hang out with Mario? Or is this like a Dixie Stampede, Dolly Parton's Dixie Stampede sort of thing where it's just like the brand of Daisy?
I think it's more the brand of Daisy. Like,
Okay.
I don't know how well you remember the race course from Double Dash. I definitely watched a video going through the whole thing today.
More or less, yeah.
And it doesn't put off the vibe of like characters in costumes. This is a Daisy themed boat. I think it's really more just that like Daisy is the namesake. Her royal lineage is likely the owning body of the corporation.
Sure, yeah.
And it's pretty swanky.
Yeah. I guess like Daisy is the Dolly Parton of the Mario universe in a way.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Daisy has definitely been rebranded to be much more of like a girl boss in recent years. where like Peach is the princess, Daisy is like an entrepreneur.
Right.
I can't look at this ship anymore. But if you, the listener, want to look at it for, what is it, $5 a month, $10 a month? What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, you can Google it for free, but we would love if you joined our Patreon for reasons beyond just seeing the notes.
No, the only way you can see this affront to to God and man is by giving us $5.
Yeah, you have to do that. Yeah. Okay, I can't look at this anymore. Kyle, what are we gonna do to keep busy? What are the kids gonna do?
Well, Todd, so right off the bat, as I said before, hiking, rock climbing, strawberry hunting are the main reasons people come here. Again, can go to Mirror Temple and have a very spiritual, self-reflective experience as well. Now, for the kids, because I do know those activities are going to be a bit harder for kids to get into. For the kids in the Celestial Resort, there is an old arcade cabinet called the Pico 8 that lets you play this fun platforming game based on climbing Celeste Mountain.
Fun.
They can just play that for the whole week. It's real fun. There's tons of levels for them to play through, and it's challenging enough. It'll keep them busy the whole time while you're out foraging for strawberries and getting in touch with your innermost self.
I love the thought that while I'm out doing double jump air dashes, that my kids are playing video games.
Like,
no, you guys stay here.
Yeah, playing a game of double jump air dashes. The Pico 8 is it's the same levels, but like shrunk down. I think you lose some, like you can only jump and cling to stuff in it. You don't get the dashes or anything else. It's like,
well, I need my kids need to sharpen those skills before I have them go out double jump air dashing to get strawberries.
Yeah.
If you double jump in the game, you double jump in real life.
They got to work on the theory before they put it into practice.
Yeah. Well, you don't go to the Black Diamond immediately. You gotta stumble down the bunny hills a couple times.
Exactly. You get it.
I dig that, and also, let's be clear, part of the coolest thing about being outside and hiking is the resort.
Yeah, 100%. Come back to the resort after a long day of foraging for strawberries.
of inspecting yourself. Andrew, I know there's a lot of stuff in Clocktown. I'm excited to hear more about the activities, and hopefully none of them have anything to do with after hours milk from a pervert.
No more perverts here, Todd. You know, I hinted earlier, the fantasy of Clocktown as a destination is not just about the town itself, but, you know, for the average tourist, what's around, right? Like, yes, the town is great, but you want to be in the center of everything. And that is quite literally Clocktown's thing. Clocktown sits at the center of Termina's 4 hotspots that are sure to excite even the most adventurous tourist. The Snowhead Mountains, Great Bay, Icona Canyon, and the Woodfall Swamp. Now, Matt gave you oceanic beach sort of relaxing paradise. Kyle gave you adventuring hikes in the mountains. With Termina, you get both and more. For beachgoers, the Great Bay is the perfect sun-kissed beach paradise to kick back and watch the waves crash in. This area is native to the Zora, a species of fish people who regularly swim up and down the shores. And if you're lucky, you might just catch a live show of Termina's hottest band, the Indigogos. Just ignore the dead Zora body floating in the water. It's probably nothing. Now, for hikers and outdoor enthusiasts, there are tons of snow-covered mountain trails up north and plenty of rocky trails through the canyon to the east. Snowhead up north is home to the Goron, a hardy people whose hearts are as large as their stomachs, specifically for the rocks that they eat, because they eat rocks and also live inside rocks canonically. And that's weird. And I just want to pause on the fact that the Gorons eat rocks canonically.
Yeah, I think I knew that, but it's not talked about enough.
I wanted to remind everybody that. I feel it's important.
Their house is made of rocks.
Yes, their entire civilization is made of rock, and they also eat rocks.
It feels like rocks might also be their currency.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Now make sure to dress warm, because Snowhead is in the middle of a sort of magical forever blizzard. So bear in mind. Now, finally, we've got the idyllic Woodfall Swamp, home to the Deku tribe, a species of, I don't know, sentient stump people, I guess.
Yeah.
But they have an entire monarchy that's run deep within the forests of Woodfall. Now it's called a swamp, but it's truly this kind of beautiful jungle biome, complete with all kinds of unique wildlife. So, set up at camp anywhere near the southern end there, and you'll have immediate access to a scenic boat tour that'll take you up and down the main river. Just don't drink or touch the water in any way, shape, or form, because it's most likely definitely super poisonous for some unknown reason that we don't really have an answer for. Also, did I talk about looking up? Don't look up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's probably fine.
You've said a lot about not looking up, but you haven't clarified as to why we shouldn't look up. Do you want to share any about that?
Nope.
Okay.
Sure don't.
I long to have that level of confidence if I'm ever asked a question in like a meeting or a presentation. Like, oh, would you like to share more information about that? I wouldn't.
That's fine. Okay, out of the bit for anybody who doesn't know the bit. There's a big moon in the sky. This is for the listeners who doesn't know. Big angry moon in the sky is going to crash into Termina in 3 days. That's the whole bit. Yeah, great.
That's the bit.
Back in it.
I feel like I appreciate that level of honesty outside of the bit. I feel like we really blew past the forever killer snow that is plaguing the Goron Mountain.
Yeah, the forever blizzard.
The forever blizzard that I'm pretty sure we can only end if we kill a giant four-legged Gorgon.
Or if Elsa comes to terms with herself.
Fair, yeah. And you said one land is nothing but poisonous water, which feels...
Well, it's just the water's bad. Just don't go in the water. It's fine.
Oh, okay. It's a swamp. It's not very watery, is it?
That's fine.
What do you know about
It's more like a river. It's more like a river.
No water in rivers, so that's
good. Well, it's, directed. It's not like it's everywhere.
No follow-up about the dead body, though?
Yeah, that's fair. I did kind of...
there's... Death is literally all around us, Todd. What do you want from me?
I don't like how good these answers are because they're also bad answers. All right. I've got some options here, and I will have to ultimately come to a conclusion on where to go. But let's just get this out of the way. Part of planning the trip is that you are going to run into the risk of being pitched a timeshare. Kind of already talked about it. Go ahead and run me through what is the unbeatable timeshare deal that I can look forward to for your location that I will get pitched before the end of my trip, and I will hear those pitches when we get back from the break.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4. We've got millions of free child place holidays available, with 22 kilograms of baggage included. Book now with Jet2 Holidays. Package holidays you can trust. APTRA Natural Protected.
All right, and we're back. Like I said, a thing you can always count for if you book through a travel agency is there's going to be a timeshare pitch. Gentlemen, let's hear what your timeshare pitches are. What is the unbeatable deal for your location that I can look forward to hearing all about?
You want unbeatable deals, Todd? We've got unbeatable deals. It is truly unbelievable how much we can scale our tickets without calling it dynamic pricing. You want a room with a view? You want a room with a fake view? You want a room with an inside view? You want a room with an inside fake view? Literally all of those choices exist. I watched a TikTok today of a guy who was in a cruise ship cabin that had what was called a virtual balcony, which is literally just a video screen of a balcony.
No.
Yep, that's a thing you can have. Anyway, it'll save you $100. And guess what, Todd? As per the actual Royal Caribbean website right now, the more people you bring, the less money it is. Your third and fourth guest are going to cruise for free, baby. And if you bring a fifth guest, your third guest is only $50. How does that work? It doesn't matter. That's how we sell cruise tickets. The real thing about cruises is that it's all speculative pricing. All we need to do is sell some tickets so that we can encourage people who want to buy tickets later to buy at a higher rate because there's less availability. So it doesn't really matter if we sell most of the tickets at a high margin as long as we get those last couple in. And since you are part of this special presentation here today, Todd, we're going to give you a special, very real cruise offer that I was once offered. For $199, you can buy a 7-day cruise anywhere, anytime, just not for the next 5 years. That's right. You get one ticket that is good for any cruise at least 6 years from today. Isn't that awesome? You can have it. It's $199.
That's insane.
Yeah, man, it was the craziest thing I'd ever heard.
I like how Matt's answer just went from Daisy Cruise Line to just ripped from Royal Caribbean's ads. It's just I lost where the shift happened, but
I can talk about it more in the post show, but Daisy Cruiser ended up being a much shallower well than I first expected.
Sure.
So one, just to talk about it, being offered a ticket for a cruise that's 6 years in the future is bananas. That screams of our profits are in a bad place and 6 years from now is a problem we don't need to worry about.
I hope you laughed all the way to your car and like didn't say anything and just laughed as you left.
I did not buy that ticket, although it did feel like buying a privatized war bond or being offered a privatized war bond.
I was really thinking like it's a 6-year offer and you buy it in like, I don't know, you buy it in 2014 and you're like, I'm going to take a cruise in March 2020. That's what I'm going to do. And then just like, nope. Second,
Yikes.
You said virtual balcony and I immediately ran to the internet. That might be the most bleak thing that I have seen.
It's pretty rough.
That is not like obviously immediately life-threatening bleak, but just like
it's the level of bleak of watching Mark Zuckerberg try to sell people and shopping at Walmart in virtual reality.
Yes.
It's that level of bleak.
It is exactly that level of bleak. It's pretty bad. When I literally just discovered that today. I saw TikTok naturally on my For You page, naturally because I had a bunch of cookies from Googling cruise shit all day. But it made me put my phone down and walk outside. I was like, I gotta go see grass.
Yeah.
Literally touched grass. It's literal like Black Mirror shit. Like
So we've in one of the buildings close to the building that I work, they've got a big like LED like display screen, but it's old, so the technology isn't as good. So it radiates a lot of warmth off the screen, but it's a huge wall size like liquid display like this. And I'm just imagining the gentle hum of this like screen. You're like, yes, the fake outside.
That's it for me is like, I can hear certain electronics when they're on. Mm-hmm. And like, there's that part of it. And then there's the part of it of like, when the profits get bad, they're going to put ads on that thing.
They are. They sure are.
Okay, I can't do this anymore. I want to talk about this a lot more in real life. I can't do this anymore right now. Kyle, what is the pitch? What's the unbelievable deal that I'm getting offered for Mount Celeste?
Yeah, Todd, you just got back from a strenuous but invigorating hike to the summit of Mount Celeste.
How many strawberries did I get?
You got at least 200 strawberries.
Whoa, that's a lot.
You did really
Good
well
job,
on your
Todd.
strawberry hunting.
Thanks, guys.
I know you're tired. I know I'm going to let you go back to your room here in just a bit. But while you're amped up from your hike and you're purging your demons in Mirror Temple, I want to pitch to you a one-time offer we've got. You can get a room here once a year, whenever you want, except for select blackout dates, to have your very own room, your very own place, a suite to return to in the Celestial Hotel after all the renovations are done for the low price of $250 for a weekend. I don't know what I have never attended a timeshare. I've never attended a timeshare presentation. Yeah, but you'll have your very own room, except for select blackout dates and except for when other holders of that room aren't using it.
Oh, I just like out of just a wild guess, like, I mean, You said it's a weekend, like 52 weekends a year. Like, how many of the weekends are blacked out each year? Would you?
It's a great question to ask.
I wouldn't get hung up too much on that, Todd. It changes year to year. It depends on how many of the other holders of the room want to use it at the same time. There are about 6 to 8 weeks that are blacked out in the peak season that you can't use it.
Todd, look up Canadian holidays. That's the trap.
Well, I mean, no, Kyle makes a good point. There's only like, a handful of weekends that are probably going to be off limit. And how many more exclusive buyers of this room could there be?
Yeah, right. Certainly not 52. Maybe there might be some more, but not 52. I can't disclose how many there are for security reasons, but there's definitely not 52 other holders of this timeshare.
I love that. I'll say more about it later, but I love that. Having been through a timeshare pitch, I love that. Andrew, what is the impossibly good deal, the timeshare setup, the offer that I can imagine for for Clocktown?
Todd, this offer is so unbelievable, so unbeatable. That's not even a timeshare. Todd, we are offering prime real estate. That's right. We're talking ownership, baby. I offer you the presidential suite of the Stockpot Inn. Hell, while we're at it, take the whole building. The whole building, it's yours. If you sign today with a deposit of, 3,500 gold rupees, the entire Stockpot Inn property is yours 4 whole days away.
Andrew, what's the conversion rate on rupees?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's $700,000. Which is fair in our current real estate environment.
But I paid that all today, right? That's
That's the deal. Yeah, that cash in hand. Yeah, that's the signing bonus. Yeah. But $700,000 real estate investment for a commercial property, the only hotel in the 10-mile area. It's pretty good.
Well, and closing on any sort of real estate and the current occupants are out in 72 hours. Amazing.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's great.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, it's really like a portfolio piece.
Yeah. Well said. Thank you, Matt. Thanks for making my argument for me.
I love this. This has been a lot of fun. I can't stress how much the phrase "but the vibes are good" have done a lot of carrying today, and I've appreciated that. I do have to make a selection as to where I'm taking my family on vacation, but before I do that, why don't you each take a second and give me your closing pitch?
Todd, it's a cruise. You know what it's going to be like. It's going to be pretty great, as long as your definition of pretty great involves 7,499 other pretty sweaty people. But you're going to be drunk.
Real quick question: can I drive the cart? What are the OVI rules on a cruise?
Well, it's international waters, so
it's okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Todd, what I'm pitching you, in addition to some great scenery, a great chance to get in touch with yourself, is really freedom. The freedom to decide whether that strawberry's worth going out of your way to get or not. The freedom to try as many different routes up the same trail as you want, as it may take to get there. I'm certainly not trapping you on a boat with 7,000 and other sweaty drunks. And I'm not locking you into some weird time loop with the
I never said Todd was in the time loop, Kyle. How dare you?
With the impending moon crashing in on you unless you solve the mystery or whatever whatever actually happens in Clocktown. I'm giving you the freedom to explore a mountain however you wish.
Todd, a wise man once said, whenever there's a meeting, whenever there's a wise man once said, whenever there's a family vacation, a parting shall follow, but that parting needs not last forever. Now, whether a family vacation be forever or merely for a short while, that is up to you.
Perfect. I'm just thrilled that you got through an extended answer without, actually the last two answers without perverts or midnight milk. So I can appreciate the pros there.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, Midnight Milk is my favorite Europop band.
Ooh, that's good.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
I gotta reflect on this. I gotta call my wife, call my family, see where it is we want to go. Well, we figured that out. Why don't you guys give each other some good vibes?
This was really fun, and I'm so glad that we all picked a dismal direction.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how or why we got here, but I'm really, really glad that we did. Kyle, Celeste Mountain's really funny, man. Like, I played Celeste. Celeste is the platformer fans' platformer, and it is so infuriatingly difficult sometimes. And to think of a vacation where it's like, okay, but do you want to go get that strawberry? You kind of want that strawberry.
Kind of want that strawberry.
And knowing that it will kill you dozens of times, but you want it. Also, your final pitching like the type of person who would buy a timeshare as buying this timeshare is about your freedom is one of the strongest sales pitches I've ever heard, and I need to give you credit for that. Like that
really
would
good.
get a certain type of person to open their wallet, and I think that person would buy timeshares because my grandparents have timeshares. Andrew, I really like Clocktown. Majora's Mask was one of the first Zelda games I played, and I just really like the vibes. And let's go on vacation for a week to this place that will not be here in 3 days of it all is really good and very funny. And you know, I would buy the only business in town for $700,000. That seems reasonable to me.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Matt, Daisy Cruise Liner is a great way to do the Midwesterners vacation without doing a beach or an island. Mm-hmm. Just kudos for really tapping into the cruise aesthetic and all the good and bad vibes about a cruise, because despite all the bad you've said, like, there's a reason people go on cruises. Like it does attract people. It's something for somebody. And just very good pick. Very good way to do like a tropical vacation without doing like an island or a beach. Andrew, Clocktown is a very good, like, off the beaten path pick for a vacation spot. Like Matt said, glad we all leaned into the dismal side of the horror that is a vacation. Yeah. And just don't look up.
Just don't look up. It's pretty simple. I'm so glad that we were all collectively able to unpack Matt's hatred of cruises. And Matt, literally anytime you want to complain about cruises, I'm in. But
hell yeah, brother.
We'll talk about it on the post show. I took a cruise one time. I'm doing math 15 years ago. I'm still good forever and ever. And I feel everything that you shared. So awesome job. Kyle, I love Celeste. I love Celeste with all my heart. It is one of my favorite games of all time. And you really did the whole thing justice. I appreciated how you, if you haven't played the game or aren't familiar with the game, you may or may not have caught it, but like, I really appreciate how you zoned in on all of the like underlying mental health stuff that's going on in that game. Cause it is a very like, it is all about introspection. And like, yes, it kind of puts that point, but it's like about the introspection that comes with like climbing a mountain, but also like the fact that you're being chased by a evil version of yourself, like the way only in a way that only video games can do. I thought that was a really good representation of that property. So well done, both of you.
I talked to my family, and we have come to a conclusion together.
You're probably gonna die on this vacation, regardless.
None of these we really come back the same. Let's be clear. So I want to share who we're not picking. So I am going to start first with Andrew.
Yeah, sure.
We're not going to Clocktown for 2 reasons. First one, we did look up. I want to just make it clear we looked up.
I did tell you not to.
Yeah, I know you did multiple times.
Yeah, it's the one rule.
Multiple times. Honestly, the thing is that surprised me is that people, at least in the first 24 hours, aren't nearly as alarmed about it as they should be.
They sure are.
I will say, though, one of the things you did have going for you is much like most times spent with extended family, after about 3 days, I do want the moon to crash into me. I do want to cease to exist. So that was at least one pro, but unfortunately we did look up, and that's just not gonna fly for us. I think I've been talked out of being a cruise person, Matt. So I am going to share we're not going on the Daisy cruise, and I want that to be both a compliment to what you said and the horrors that you painted.
Yeah,
I think
that is. I've done my job.
Yeah. I think the sheer amount of. So I lived in Florida for a couple of years. I went to a NASCAR race once. This feels like a NASCAR race in the ocean, and
that's
I
pretty much it.
Yeah, kind of.
That.
You got it.
The sweaty people, exposed feet, and honestly, at the end of it, the table sliding at dinner was the least of the concerns. I really thought that was going to be a bigger issue. Nope.
Yeah. That's why it's not very big in the presentation. You know, it's by the end of the week, you barely notice.
It's more of a cute gimmick.
Yeah,
footnote, if you will.
You pray for the sweet release of a table just taking you out, just bisecting you, and then you're just left there.
Yeah, it's like if you had to get your complimentary breakfast at a rainforest cafe. You know, like the elephant noises aren't even phasing you by the end of the week.
Which does leave us with Celeste Mountain. Kyle, just firmly outside of the bit. If I was offered the ability to go and like stay at a lodge on a mountain and hike and hunt down like magical flying fruits, and then maybe get the opportunity to 1, learn to double jump air dash, and 2, process my own trauma.
Let's be clear. All while your kids are in playing video games alone.
Video games.
Yeah. I'm very much not like a hike on vacation person, but if you told me going to this mountain, you could like double jump and air dash all weekend while you're climbing this mountain, sign up in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
No,
hell yeah, bro.
Like take all my money.
So for those reasons and more, we will be going to Celeste Mountain. I think there are some questions about the unfinished library and the ghost that haunts it. But you know, we'll get there when we get there.
Super friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening to Debate This. You can follow along with the arguments on Instagram, YouTube, and Patreon at Debate This Cast, or on our website, debatethiscast.com. If you want to support Debate This and you want to get more Debate This, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/debatethiscast, where for the price of $5 a month, you can get access to our monthly Patreon exclusive show, Fellowship This, aka One Does Not Simply Record a Lord of the Rings podcast, there and pod again. We have finished the first 3 in the main trilogy, and we've had our vegetables, we're going to eat our dessert. Scratch that, it's reversed. We're going to be sad and watch The Hobbit now.
The good ones.
Honestly, outside of the bit, every Lord of the Rings fan I've told in real life that we're going to watch it goes, why?
Good.
So anyway, you can be part of that as well. We finished the first trilogy. We're going to jump into The Hobbit. We're all looking forward to hearing Benedict Cumberbatch snarl and crawl around in a pile of gold.
In 2 movies.
Well, you know.
Oh, good.
Surprising not all 3.
No, I mean like it's not in the first one.
Yeah,
we gotta wait a whole movie. We gotta wait a whole movie to get there.
We get the Ed Sheeran song in the first one, though. I think
is that in the first one or the second one?
It is.
You have changed this every time we talk about it.
I have literally no idea.
No, then stop saying it so confidently.
Well, I want to get it out of the way. I want to know.
I want to be pleasantly surprised so I can yell at my TV while I'm looking at my phone because I'm bored watching The Hobbit.
Wait, do you or don't you want to know what movie the Ed Sheeran song is?
I do not want. Please don't surprise it. I have nothing left.
Yeah,
okay.
So if this is the kind of energy you're looking forward to, you can get access to our Patreon exclusive podcast as we talk about The Hobbit. You'll also get access to past Patreon shows like Deconstructed and all the episodes of our D&D actual play Office themed show, The Office Drones. All that good stuff in yours just for $5 a month at our Patreon.
For legal reasons, I should clarify, it's not The Office themed. It's like lowercase o Office themed.
It's a theme.
Yeah. It's like we didn't play like Michael Scott in as an orc.
No, they're
although
that has legs. That could be something. Anyway, until next time, I'm Todd Thomas.
I'm Matt, Poop Cruise, but the Piantas from Delfino Isle. Cole.
I'm Kyle, dying 12 times to get 1 strawberry. Harper.
And I'm Andrew, the Creaking Cruise 2 from Fear Through the Eyes of Madness, Henderson.
Good.
And we're saying thanks for debating with us. And if you think we're wrong, you can come fight us behind the swing sets, nerds.